You know, last night I drove around every one of the wells and shut them off. I don't know why I keep forgetting about the snap trick. So that's what we're gonna do this time. Turn the wells on. All right, guys. Definitely not my favorite part of the job. When you sit down, finally get home for the day, you sit down and you're eating dinner, and then your phone sends you a message and tells you that one of the sprinklers went down, or broke down, I should say. It didn't fall down. I don't think it fell down. We don't know yet. And of course, it has to be one of the farms that's like 20 miles from the house. But anyway, that's part of it. Especially this time of year where we're like, you know, just about done with everything, and still trying to water this triticale that we've planted behind our bean fields. So that's what we're doing right now, is watering that stuff, or trying. But had a sprinkler go down, so we are running out to see what be the problem. I have a feeling it might be stuck, but I don't see how it could be stuck, because it's been going around in circles all summer. Usually once you get your tracks kind of established for the year, you don't really have those kind of problems right now. But let's go see what is the problem. Okay, so the reason I have to run out here, on some of the sprinklers I don't, because I can just shut the water off. I would have just shut everything off with my phone, but for this sprinkler I can't shut the water off with my phone. I can only control the pivot, and it's kind of too dark to tell, but looking through the phone or my camera, it looks like it's still straight. So I'm not real sure what's going on here, but rather than try to mess with it in the dark and then take the risk of driving all the way home and then having the problem come back at midnight tonight, and then I have to drive back out here again, I'm probably just going to shut the water off. Another problem that you have to worry about this time of year is if I just shut the waters off, well, at 5 or 6 o'clock in the morning, now I have to worry about it freezing and busting pipes, because as long as your water's moving through the pivot, you can't bust anything. But if I shut it down and then have water just sitting in pipes, I take the risk of busting something. I don't think it's gonna freeze. I know it's not gonna freeze. I mean, if you see my temperature in there, it's still 58 degrees. Normally we would be at pretty close to freezing right now, but I'm looking at the weather, it's not gonna freeze. And so I think the best thing to do here is shut the wells off, go home, come back tomorrow, and see if we can find the problem. So let's shut some wells off. Okay, we will take care of this problem tomorrow. And I don't know if you could see this in the camera or not. I don't know if it picked it up while we were driving over here, but it's actually really muddy out here. So we don't need to be watering, but the way that our billing works for the these are all set up on electric, and the way that it works is in November we put everything to dormant status so we don't get demand charges. And so for me, I just really like to get everything soaked really good, especially if you're having warm weather, which we are. So I like to get it really wet, that way next spring we won't have to struggle so hard to get stuff growing and coming up and doing good. But I don't know if you can pick that up or not, but it's still pretty muddy. I mean, you can see the tracks there. We're muddy, and that triticale is already coming up here where we've watered it. We did get about 1.5 inches of rain about, I don't know, a week ago or so, a little less than a week ago. So that was good. So we're doing good. This is not like a huge big deal. If it was the middle of June and dry and we haven't been getting rain, I would fix this sprinkler right now. But since it's the end of October, we're getting ready to shut stuff down anyway. We're still muddy. The ground you can see in front of the sprinkler here is still muddy, wet. I could make a mud ball now. So it's not like an emergency. It's just frustrating when you have stuff broke down, especially in the dark at night. But I shut the water down. We'll come back tomorrow and hopefully find the problem really quickly and go from there. All right, good night everybody. Thanks for watching. See you in the morning. All right guys, so shut everything off, went home, went to bed, and got busy this morning and did not have time to come mess with this sprinkler. So I called Eastview Irrigation, the guy that helps us keep all this stuff running, and asked him if he could come take a look at it. So he came and took a look at it and called me and said there's nothing wrong. I pushed the button and it turned on. So obviously there's something that shut it off and caused it to think that there was a problem, but there's nothing wrong now. He just pushed the button and it started running. So I'm coming out here to get the wells going again, start everything back up. So let's get it going, and hopefully, my fear is always in these situations that we'll get it started and it'll run perfectly fine while we're sitting out here, and then tonight about midnight it'll decide to shut off again, and then I'll have to drive out here in the middle of the night and shut the wells off. So you better not do that again. Anyways, let's get the wells going and get this thing fired up. You know, last night I drove around every one of the wells and shut them off. I don't know why I keep forgetting about the snap trick. So that's what we're gonna do this time. Turn the wells on. Oh, that was easy.
Hi, thank you for watching the video. Don't forget to subscribe, give this video a like, and ring the notification bell. That way you'll get notified every time we upload a new video to YouTube. And don't forget to buy a bag of beans today. Thank you.